Alright guys, today's video is going to be what does the drone drop frame that came last month looks like. And since it didn't come with directions, I've been sitting here at my little table trying to figure it out, and I'm pretty sure I got it for the most part or correct how it's supposed to look. So since there was not really any directions with this, I sat down and played with it and played with all the screws, and there's a couple different things you could do with this. Alright, as you can see, this is built. Okay, you see it all together with all those screws. They're all loose right now, so I was just kind of messing around with it a little bit. But so how this is built now, sure, this right here is your front end for your camera to tilt it up as much as you need to tilt it up. Alright, you got all these 3mm screws, the short ones. I'm going to call them, there's three sizes. There's these sizes right here. They're really short. And there's this size, the medium size. And there's this large size. These are the three different sizes of 3mm screws they gave you. So all the medium screws, they go on the top rails. There's 8 of them on the top. Then there's 4 on the bottom. There's 2 here and 2 here. Just like you would in other frames. There's actually a 3mm screw that you'll find in your stack. Oh, I can find the right size here. Here, this has a nut on it. In this size, it's just a little shorter than these long ones here. Try to keep it in the camera here. I didn't really have any tools out while I was doing this. I was just kind of... This screw here, like I said, it's a little shorter than the longest one they have. They give you just the right amount of those. Those all screws will go onto your frame, onto your arms that you might have just got. I just got mine today, and it comes with locking nuts. So you're going to have 4 on each side, so 2 per arm. So it'd be 2, 2, 2, and 2. 2 of those, or 1 of those on each arm, is going to be a locking nut. And the other one's going to go right into your, from here, into your standoff for this, for your top rail, or your top piece here for your frame. So that's that. Now these 4 screws they give you here is going to be a pretty 95% sure they're going to want you to go through your first and second plate to start your or I guess you don't have to start it that way. I guess you can go with it that way. For your stack, they give you 4 of them. Just so you can see kinda how it's put together. Since nobody gives you directions, or they didn't give you directions of this, and that's fine, I guess. It's more fun trying to figure it out too sometimes for me. I like to figure it out just to know I can do it without that. So they also gave you 2mm screws. That's really long actually. So if you're looking to do everything in 2mm on this thing, or 2mm, yeah, well, if you're looking to do your 20 by 20 stack, they gave you the 2mm screws for that, if you can see it. There we go. You see how they go through the whole frame there, all the way through. Sorry my camera sucks, guys. So that's that. Then they gave you locking nuts for those. Then they gave you extra 3mm locking nuts. Then they gave you a camera mount. I'm calling it a camera mount. I'm pretty sure that's what that is because I have these on several other of my things. I like these. They're just small and they don't break easily. So I believe I got it on my other 5-inch. The same wood. No, not that one. This one. Yes. Kind of have it tore apart to do some work to it, but this one is a little different. See how these are, and I have the same way. And this works really good. Keeps the jello out of your camera if you have a little vibration, and you don't really notice it, I guess. So you get those two little camera mounts. Then you also get these little nylon standoffs that goes for your 2mm stack. They didn't give you any 3mm ones, but they gave you a bunch of these little nylon nuts here. So the coolest thing that looks for this stack is they got places everywhere to put. If you can see all those little holes, there's all kinds of little 2mm holes everywhere on this frame. Here, might be able to see it better. There. They're everywhere. You could put. It's like they built this frame so you have 3 stacks, and then you could slam it, like literally slam that thing like stacker so high. So I thought that was pretty cool. Not 100% sure about this. You see how this has the bottom plate here? I'm not sure if this was supposed to be the bottom plate or this supposed to be a bottom plate. So, but no matter what, you can still put your, either way, you can still put your Velcro strap through here if you want to do a bottom mount. I guess you could put it up on top if you want to do a top mount. There's so many different ways you could run your battery, so you could do it on a bottom. Let me find the battery here. Here we go. Here's a 1300. So, you know, you can still run it like this. The only weird thing I've seen on this whole frame, if you look how close, these are very flat on these 4 back here. These 4 up here is not. They had have an indention on these where if you would tighten it down, there's my right size. If you tighten it down, it barely pokes off. It makes it flat. That's cool, but I don't understand. Maybe it was a mess up again. We already know they messed up on the frame holes, and that's completely, stuff happens, you know. But you see there's an indention there where the screw head would almost disappear in it, and that's nice to have for the guys that likes to run their batteries on top. So, but these ones right here, all 4 of these do not, as you can see. Let me get it closer to the camera for you. See how this one right here has a indention and this one doesn't? So that's what makes me believe they was trying to maybe, 1, they screwed up, or 2, that's how it's actually made so you can run your top mount battery. So this is a 1300 4-cell battery, and it would stop right here in the middle, so you can still put a GoPro on the front of it, I guess. I was always pretty much told to try to center your batteries. I wouldn't know why you would even put it in the back like that. If somebody tells me or knows why, maybe it could teach me something here. So I'm going to probably use it as a bottom mount battery, do some freestyle with it since I got extra arms. And because this one I just changed it over to be a bottom mount, just to play around with it. It's kind of a more racing frame this is, and it's meant to be a bottom mount. I had it on top, it worked pretty good. I have some big old motors on there, so. But what I was going to do with this, since this is kind of like a cheap frame, everything's falling down. I took a old quad I had here, and I was going to put it in this. The frame broke, and it's good for parts. It was really light actually, but it was Arius. Looked just like this. This is my brother's. This is our first quads we ever bought, and we flew. So have you seen? We have tons of fun in these things. He has all regular parts, you know, exactly how it came. I upgraded mine back and forth. So let's get out of that one. We don't need that. So for the price, they're gotten cheaper now. So if you like this video of showing you how to build your drone drop frame that we got last month, since we didn't get no great directions, and look for a previous video. Might be showing how to put some electronics in this. Maybe this is be your first kind of time you're trying to build something. So I'm going to go through some techniques and show you how to put electronics in it. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. And see you guys next time.